Hello, everybody. My name is Cole. And this is Bodie, and welcome back to the Cereal Box Podcast, Episode 1. Let's
Episode
go.
one, baby. Episode one. Long
Episode
awaited.
1.
Long
Yeah,
awaited, might I add.
whole 4 months. Whole 4 months, and you already
Yeah.
get the official first episode. So, that's quite exciting.
I want you to know my biology class was hyped for this. So,
Really?
really.
Dang. Well, I guess we don't want to disappoint them, so. Anyway, how are you doing, Bodie?
Doing pretty good.
Pretty good?
Pretty hype. I was really excited to record this today.
Mm-hmm.
We've been waiting for this a while. We've been pretty busy.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah,
Kind of forgot about it, but
we did
we're here
forget
now,
about it.
so
So that's all that matters. Uh,
school just ended for both of us.
yes.
Very,
And we're happy about that.
yeah, we're
No,
excited.
no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
No about it. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's get into the first topic.
First topic. Our first topic is about music. More specifically, who today, artist-wise, could be considered a modern-day Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Because with the passing of Michael, that's a big spot to fill, and let's be honest, I don't think anybody's gonna fill that anytime soon.
No.
But maybe, but we'll decide here today if anybody's come close.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna decide
Starting
that.
with starting with one Taylor Swift.
Well, okay. I got an opinion about Taylor Swift.
Okay,
Like
okay.
anybody that likes Taylor Swift is either one, a woman, or two, they're white. So you don't see any white guys like, oh my god, I love Taylor Swift. Like, so that's just my opinion. Like, I mean, like, it's not the worst in the world, but like nothing to go crazy about. Like,
I'm gonna say something controversial here that the fans at home probably won't like too much. Taylor Swift, pretty overrated.
Okay, yeah.
Her music is good. She makes good music,
Well,
but I don't, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. It just
like,
doesn't do it.
if every white girl in the world never existed, then Taylor Swift would have no fans at all. I'm telling the truth, okay?
Yeah, I get it.
So, it's a very
Uh,
true opinion.
Also, I'd like to note that she started out as a country artist and then surprised us with a pop thing. MJ was pop in the beginning.
Amen. Amen to that. So,
Shall we move on to the next artist?
I think we shall.
This one I feel very strongly about. We got Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars, the
Mhm.
the man, the
Today, today he does not feel like doing anything.
jazzy McJazz. Amen.
Jazzy McJazz.
Yeah.
He.
He
Go ahead.
you first.
He also.
So anyway, Bruno Mars, he made some good music, right, buddy?
Yeah. Still does.
Still, of course. Yeah.
And he, more than just the music that he makes, like, he also just has a big stage presence.
Yeah.
And one thing Michael Jackson was highly known for, like, more than his music, was how cool he was to watch in concert and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like he'd be busting moves.
Yep.
And
He'd be busting.
Mars does that too.
Yep. So a- anyway, um,
Anyway,
Bruno Mars, he's he's pretty close,
pretty close, yeah.
pretty close.
I don't I we haven't talked about everybody on this list, but I feel like he's gonna be the top competitor
Yeah,
up here. Moving on, Justin Timberlake. Listen, listen, listen. The guy brought sexy back. He made a whole song about it.
that's true. That's true. He is the definition. He brought it.
That's really all I can say about it. He was in Trolls. He was in Trolls.
Okay, well, that doesn't really make it any better.
He was in Trolls.
He was. I did. Did you watch that movie?
I did.
You did? Okay, yeah. Anyway, Justin Timberlake, he sings.
He sings. He is a music
He does
person.
do
He
music.
does music. He does music.
Yep.
Moving on. We got Justin Bieber.
Okay. Well, he's probably one of the only artists on here other than actual Michael Jackson where almost basically adults had crushes on him when he was very young. Which probably also happened to Michael Jackson cuz he was in the Jackson 5,
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Uh,
which is
also, let's talk about the news. Not. I don't know any recent Justin Bieber news. I'll be honest, but in the past, off stage, Justin has not lived that Michael Jackson lifestyle.
that's true. That's true.
Whether it's peeing in the public things, I don't know.
Yeah, peeing
Or
in the public things,
or spitting off of rooftops at people, or just kind of yelling at fans.
Yeah,
Not a great contender in my opinion.
definitely not.
Although his music has reached a lot of people, but yeah.
Um, you know. Then
And
again, oh sorry, I was just gonna say, then again, same thing for Taylor Swift, white girls.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay,
Anyway,
we have our last person on this list, Beyonce.
Beyonce, the Queen Bee,
Queen Bee.
the
Very, very popular, very influential.
mm-hmm,
Uh,
influential, controls the government.
but Michael Jackson. Hmm.
You see, Michael Jackson was, you know, black,
Correct.
but he was also white.
Technically, yes.
But I'm just saying,
Is that?
Oh yeah, that was it. Like that's all I had to say. Yeah, that was it.
All right. So if you had to rank, who's number one, I think I would go with Bruno personally. What do you
One
think?
guy we haven't talked about that's definitely supposed to be on this list.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
this might be a little controversial, but in my
Okay.
opinion,
Okay.
Kanye,
Kanye.
definitely Kanye. Kanye's the most like Michael Jackson the world's ever
The
seen.
guy's never done a bad thing in life.
Never. Same with Michael Jackson.
The guy. The guy made graduation. I mean, what more could you ask?
Exactly. Like,
Oh.
just take Twitter out of the, throw it away, and perfect, man.
A lot of people have brought a lot of good things to the table, especially Kanye.
Exactly.
Um.
Especially Kanye. Definitely, 100%.
So Kanye is Michael Jackson. Is what we're going for.
Yeah, Kanye is
Like
the most
he's
like
already there.
he is.
He
He
is my
is. He
he's my
is.
okay.
All right.
Shall I move on to the next topic, or what are you thinking? Okay, this next one. Hmm. I don't know if this is gonna be controversial or not. Is Stranger Things properly rated, overrated, or underrated?
Okay. 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 This is a topic that is, a topic, and I. This might be honestly. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm not a huge fan of Stranger Things. Like, I watched the first 3 seasons. It was honestly, I liked it. Then
Mhm.
season 4 came out. You know, it was okay, but the one thing that ruined the entire show was the fandom.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I
you,
will. I will say I really enjoyed Stranger Things. From my full. Okay, I will. Okay, season one started off strong. I they reeled me into season one.
hmm
Season two, I didn't think it was bad, but I was like, okay, a little bit of a downgrade.
yeah,
And season three came. Season three won me back full swing. Season three with Steve being this babysitter slash. Well, I guess he was kind of art being this more of a father,
yeah,
and then
definitely.
maybe even a daddy.
Okay, well,
Okay,
Big Daddy, yeah.
we'll,
Uh,
we'll, we'll move on to
and then
and then season four came out, and I've heard a lot of talk about season four being a downgrade, but I coming after season three is a hard thing to do, and I think that it did pretty good. It did. I think it did its job, and I appreciated season four. I thought it was pretty good. Um, there are a few characters who Loki fell off. Hate to say it because a lot of people really um, are really gunning for the guy, but I can't stand Will. I think he's annoying.
mhm,
Uh, like you do feel bad for the guy, and he's definitely been through a lot,
he's also gay.
missing half of his childhood due to being in the upside down.
He's also gay.
Correct, and but like I don't know, I'm really watching it for Steve.
Yeah.
I love Steve so much. Also, season four with the introduction of Eddie, really Eddie was a good character. I liked Eddie.
Yeah.
You didn't
Okay.
like Eddie?
Okay. Let's
You didn't
be.
like Eddie?
Let's talk about one thing. He was. Yeah, he was. Oh yeah, funny, cool guy. But Bodie, remember when you would go on TikTok and you would just see so many videos. Literally, almost every audio on the video
Chrissy, wake
was
up.
Chrissy wake up.
That's a really strong point.
Every time I went on and heard that, it made me want to do horrible things.
I was I am so glad. It has been like a whole year and I have not heard Chrissy wake up. I'm so glad that fell off.
Also, the people wearing like the freaking shirt for like the
The,
D and D
the
thing.
shirt. Oh yeah.
It
The
was
okay.
it was a sad time.
The show, I think it's a pretty good show. I think it's properly rated. However, if we're adding the fan base and conclusion, it's definitely overrated.
I think the conclusion to the last season was absolutely garbage.
You didn't like it at all?
No, it just ended on a cliffhanger.
Well, that does.
Well, none of the other seasons did that.
I feel like. Hmm.
No.
Did they really not? I don't remember really. I feel like there had to have been one season that left it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right? Like Hopper, or did that like tease it towards the end? I don't remember. Like whenever they were like, "Oh, is Hopper dead?" and it was like,
No,
oh, it's in Russia.
everyone thought he was dead until they saw the trailer for him.
Mm,
The trailer
okay,
that showed him in Russia.
okay,
So yeah, well,
yeah.
I there
So
there was one good part of it though.
what's that?
The one good part was Argyle.
Argyle. I
He was
forgot about
one
Argyle.
of the funniest characters in the show,
Yeah,
mainly
I
because
love
he
Argyle.
was high half the time, but still.
Yeah. Also, let's talk about Jonathan for a second.
Okay.
Dude fell off so hard.
True. He
He he
yeah.
was such a like I don't know. He was such a strong competitor
Hmm.
toward like season one, uh, with Nancy the team up
Yeah.
because he was the only one with Nancy being like okay, well because Nancy was the only person who like believed in him, and like he like went out and was like hmm, I don't know how to explain.
He
Like
actually
he went
he had
out.
more of a
He
personality.
helped with the plot so much,
Yeah. I feel
and
like
then came every season he went downhill, and then the fourth season he's just like this stoner who hangs out with
yeah.
Argyle, and Argyle just kind of carried the team there.
I feel like all the people in like the LA part, like Argyle,
Mhm.
11, all those
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I feel like they're it was really just like bland. I didn't feel like any
yeah. Yeah, I get it. I
like
get that.
they didn't really go in depth or anything, but like, honestly the season in my opinion was definitely the worst out of all of them, but that's just my opinion, so.
Uh, so my vote is properly rated, but with the fan base overrated. And what's your final vote before we move on?
I think properly rated other than season 4 it's just overrated, and then fan base is definitely overrated, so.
Okay, moving on. We're gonna have a little fun one here. You all know the king of pop. We talked about him today, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
What about the king of rock, Elvis Presley? Actually, what about both of them pinned together in a fist fight?
Mm-hmm. In a rink, Logan Paul style, ready
Logan
to
Paul
fight.
style.
Ready
Let
to
me let
fight.
me just let me just say, I think the answer is really obvious who would win here.
Okay, what do you think?
I think Elvis Presley beats the crap out of MJ.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, we need to settle some. We need to set up some things real quick. Are we talking in their prime or like at a certain time? Because MJ, whenever, because like
Oh yeah, when Elvis was popular, MJ was like a kid.
a
Or
child.
yeah.
Okay,
No, we're talking about in their prime.
okay.
So, okay, you think Elvis would beat him?
Yeah.
What is Elvis
Oh,
gonna
for sure.
he's gonna be like, "Oh," you know? Like
Okay.
Michael Jackson go, "Hey," and he could do like some dance moves and crap.
I'll
Shamona.
say Michael Jackson isn't a stranger to violence. He was like he
He's bad.
he got beat up as a kid.
You know he's bad. He's bad.
It's bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just tell Elvis to beat it, and he'd be like, "Oh my bad." But
Exactly.
here's the thing: Elvis Presley, for 2 years of his life, the dude was in the army,
Okay.
and
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 he Michael Jackson. I don't think that he would. I don't think that he'd be able to put up a fight with him because I feel like I don't. I feel like Michael Jackson would try to diffuse the situation, and then like Elvis would be like,
okay.
"Pow pow
So
pow."
if we're talking about, uh, you know, Elvis in
Hmm.
his prime, we're talking about his prime music career or his like prime age. What do we? Probably his music career, Does that make more sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Music career, let's go music career.
So he was in the army for 2 years.
Hmm.
The odds of him being the exact same from when he was in the army, and him not, falling off a bit, you know. So let's talk about Michael Jackson. He's so he got he can do so many things like he'd probably kick him
Hmm.
in the face, and Michael Jackson got beat as a kid,
Hmm.
so he could probably fight back.
Yeah. Hold on, let me find out when he went to the military. He went to the military in '58, which was
58.
like, and his Elvis's big, his big. So we're talking prime
Yeah.
in his prime, like best, biggest hits and stuff. That was '56 through '58. So
Oh.
I guess we wouldn't even count the military because that didn't happen until like
Oh,
late late of his biggest years.
Oh.
Like he fell off for a bit while being in the military because you can't really be in the military and be like,
Was he
oh,
drafted?
yeah, he was.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
So, let's think. I think that, dang, Elvis looks stronger, but Michael's probably faster.
Yeah, but
So,
thing is, I don't know. This is because I don't know much about fighting,
yeah.
and I don't know what's because like strength is obviously a key component, but Michael Jackson also has speed, and Elvis Presley won't have as much speed as Michael Jackson has, and Michael Jackson probably has a lot more endurance too, because he's always up on stage, doing stuff all the time while singing in a voice
Mm-hmm.
like that is just insane. And then like still hitting all these moves and not being out of like breath during the song, and Elvis just kind of like shook his legs a little bit.
Did a little. Okay, wait. Uh. Okay, Michael Jackson was pretty buff. I'm not even lying.
Buff.
Yeah. Okay, kinda. A
Let me look
little.
this up.
Elvis was kinda. Not really, actually.
Let me look at Elvis. Oh. Uh.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I think they would both. Okay. I don't know. Probably. I think Michael would win, just because because he's Michael Jackson. But
Hmm. Yeah. I don't. I. I really can't answer this.
I think that they would
So.
kiss it out in the end. Full on kiss. They just stop fighting.
Yeah.
Cause yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I think I
Shall we
should.
move on
Yeah. I think I should.
to
Yeah. The next one.
to our
Yeah. The last
our last one?
one. Maybe not the
So
last one.
if you guys haven't heard, probably have. It's a big deal as of now. Insomniac, creators of the Spider-Man game, including the first one and Miles Morales.
Hmm.
Spider-Man 2 is coming out soon. I don't know about soon, but it's like I don't know when,
Yeah.
really.
Uh, I
But
think probably 2024, honestly, or this year.
yeah,
Uh,
we got roughly 10 minutes of gameplay shown to us,
hmm
and they showed a lot of cool stuff. Let's talk about Peter Parker and his Venom and with the symbiote.
yes.
He,
So,
do
okay.
you think that I have a question for you? Do you think that Peter Parker will take on this symbiote and Miles will have to fight him at some point in the game?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Most likely it will probably take over him, and Miles will probably have to try to stop him somehow. And then once it gets off,
Yeah,
it's gonna get on somebody else. Probably it's probably gonna go on some other character that's introduced,
maybe Eddie Brock, and we'll have like actual Venom
or
in the game.
Genki.
Kinky.
Yeah, the symbiote might go on Genki.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I think that the fighting looks honestly really fun.
Yeah. Also, Peter in the first game is while he's fighting, he's always making sure it's non-lethal. Whether if someone falls off the building, they always get webbed to the side, make sure they
Yeah,
don't die. He looks like he's going like full force on these guys. Like it is
honestly,
brutal,
like it.
and like some of the attacks in the first game, it was like, okay, buddy, you're not surviving that. But this one, it's like, God, how much is this? How hard is this guy gonna go?
Honestly, yeah.
And it's insane. And because we all know Spider-Man's this he likes to make these jokes and what's the word, quippy? I don't know.
Yeah, makes
But
quips
like
and stuff.
he'll say like a one-liner and be like,
Yeah,
"Uh oh, Doctor Octopus looks like."
you're going back to the
I,
sea or something. But
Yeah, but like he is
he's
furious.
ready to kill. He's ready.
So I so something tells me that uh we'll go ahead and talk about the villains. Craven
Craven the Hunter. Yes, he's
is
coming.
coming to
He's
Spider-Man
coming.
2. And I'm thinking like he did something. We all know spoilers for Spider-Man 1. I mean, it's been out for a while.
I haven't
We
even
all
beat it,
know.
so actually, I don't
Do you
know.
know? Do you know what happens?
I beat Miles Morales, but I didn't beat Spider-Man One. I don't
So,
care. Just say it
can I
doesn't matter.
spoil something?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't care.
So at the end, Aunt May passes away before Spider-Man can give her serum thing, like her I don't know, antidote. That's the word. And
Really?
she's just like she's like I knew you were Spider-Man, big guy. I could tell. And then so obviously, and then Uncle Ben's already dead. I'm thinking maybe they do something to MJ, Spider-Man's love interest, because he's furious and
Okay.
yeah.
So, does Miles Morales, like the game, happen after Spider-Man One?
It does happen after Spider-Man 1,
Okay.
and Peter Parker goes on vacation, which I don't think he went on vacation. I think this whole thing, the vacation was a cover up, and I think we're gonna find out what he was really doing in that time, because I don't think they just spent the whole game being like, "Hey, I'm taking photos in Venezuela."
Yeah.
I think he was definitely doing some behind the scenes that we'll get into this game.
Mm-hmm. That's probably true. Uh.
And then let's. I want to talk about something in the little sneak peek we got. We got press square to switch to Miles. That means we're gonna be playing as both Spider-Man in this game. And okay, I don't know if this means that it's gonna be like a GTA situation where you're switching between characters. If it's gonna be co-op, I don't know. I don't know if they talked about that at all.
Oh,
Do you?
so they were talking. There was an interview with the Spider-Man, like one of those live interviews, like at a table in front of some event with a bunch of people, you know.
Okay.
And someone went up to microphone and was like, "So is it going to be multiplayer?" And the actor Miles said, "Oh yeah, it is. I don't know if that's public knowledge or not yet. So I'm I'm like 99% sure it is. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And so Craven,
yeah,
while Craven is all like doing this, we also see that Miles is chasing the lizard,
mm-hmm,
which
yeah.
I'm trying to think here. Was the lizard in the first game? I don't think so.
I don't believe he
No,
was.
no, we had the I don't know if his name's Scorpion, but like the Scorpion guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the
And
lizard wasn't in it.
so the lizard is in this one. Doctor Connors himself, and we I honestly didn't know whether it was going to be through the beginning because the first thing that they showed was Craven and his team just like going through this forest,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought they might have been making a Craven game or something,
Yeah.
and so I was pretty hyped for that. And then whenever they were like, "Oh, let's go to New York, let's go to Queens," I was like, "Yo, that's it." And I was like, "It's Spider Man, let's go." Uh, yeah.
So okay, yeah. So we got a good three villains. We got Venom, Craven,
Mhm.
and Lizard. What other villains do you think are going to be in it?
Ooh, that's a stacked question. I don't think. Hmm. I have a question for you. Do you think there's going to be any recurring villains from any of the previous games?
Um, Probably. Yikes. Recurring villains. Let me think. Was Green Goblin in the first one?
Uh oh, no, he wasn't.
He
There
wasn't.
was a DLC that I didn't play. No, there was a DLC that I didn't play.
That had him.
So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it had Green Goblin or not, but I know. So the Osborns, Harry Osborn and Norman,
Yeah.
the two Green Goblins, father son. Because the whole game, it's like, oh, Harry's also on vacation, and
Mm-hmm.
then at the end of the game, we get a little cutscene showing that Harry's actually in a lab in like a green tank, and Norman is like, son, get my son out of there. And they're like, sir, he's not ready. He's like, get him out of there. And then like they get him out. But then I don't know. I didn't play the DLC, so I don't know if he was Green Goblin or not or anything. But so I don't know. But
Green Goblin
I feel like if
wasn't in any of the game. Wasn't in the game at
he
all.
wasn't,
Nope.
I feel like they have to have Green Goblin in this
Of
one
course.
then.
Most likely, he's probably going to be in it
Yeah.
because they probably. I mean, he's a pretty big character. They probably just want to introduce. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
He might be in it. There's plenty of Spider-Man characters that could be in it. So
Hmm.
we got Mysterio, Green Goblin. They also, uh, you know, you know who Hobgoblin is?
I do. I do.
Okay, in the comics, Hobgoblin was Genki. Uh, I'm not making
It was
this up.
Genki.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Ned.
Oh, never mind. It was Ned. Never mind. I got to mix up. Okay, never mind. There's no Ned unless Probably not. Okay, never mind.
I don't think there's an end.
Whatever.
But it'll be cool seeing. I mean, we got a little bit of it in Miles Morales, but it was through training
Hmm.
of Spider-Man and Miles together fighting alongside each other. But that was, I think that was mainly true. Oh, there was the Rhino fight. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
And which most of the time it's like, hey, I'm Spider-Man. Hey, I'm Spider-Man, but Miles Morales. And then like Spider-Man, like Peter goes down. He's like, and then he's like, and,
And then he's like, ah. And then Miles is
uh,
like, oh no.
and
Yeah.
then like 2 seconds later, he's like, "Hey, I'm going on vacation. By the way, you're Spider
Exactly.
Man."
Have fun. So most likely, you don't just leave like that. Like,
So I think it's gonna be pretty cool seeing those two fighting alongside each other for a game for a whole game.
mhm.
So
Yep. Well,
well,
I think that we should talk about one
talk
or two more
about
topics.
one or two more topics. Shall we go to the wheel?
The wheel. Let's spin the wheel.
For those of you who don't know, all of our topics are put into a wheel, and we decide what we're going to talk about for the episode.
Yep.
And we're doing two more.
We're doing two more.
Let's go. We got we got more of a serious one here. Not really silly goofy mood, but it's how past experiences can change who you are today.
Okay. How past
So
experiences.
where do we start on this? Hmm. Things that happened in the past. Let me get some research going on. Actually, I wasn't
How
expecting that.
how past experiences change your life today?
How past experiences
Affect your life.
can shape who you are
Oh, shape who you are.
in today's
Okay.
day and age.
I got a quick.
Because
Oh,
uh, like obviously things that happened in the past are put to your brain, and whenever you get into a situation that is even remotely similar to that, you're like, I know what a possible outcome is this, and you're like, this is most likely the outcome because I've gone through it, whether it's true or not,
yeah.
and so it can affect your decisions that you make in these areas of your life. Because if pain or trauma has happened in the past due to a certain situation, the next time you come to that situation, you'll be like, I'm gonna be more careful because I don't trust this. Uh, I'm afraid I'll get hurt. Maybe.
Yeah. I got an example. So whenever I moved schools, me and Bodie went to the same school, but I had to move.
Yeah.
And whenever I went to a new school, I was nervous. You know, I went to the same school for like practically. That's where I. That's like I went.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all my life, I was at the same school for a while. And then I moved schools, and I never really experienced that before. You know, getting to know everybody there, but and I was really I felt socially awkward because like I didn't know anybody, but I started to actually know people.
Yeah.
Uh, and that just started, you know, when I that changed me to where I'm like, okay, I am able to talk to people and they'll talk back. You know, everyone's not against me in the world,
Yeah.
and people actually, you know, like are able to be nice. So I can just easily now just go up to anybody and just talk to people, which I usually couldn't do
Yeah.
like a
That's
while
great.
ago. So yeah,
Uh, Past experiences, like something that it does too, is it's what you if you go through something you expect to if you're going through that again, you expect it to have the same outcome.
yeah,
Like because for example, me and Cole, really good friendship at school, saw each other every day, hung out every day, and then Cole left and I started to make new friends and I was like, oh, because me and Cole. We didn't really know each other and then like it was kind of all of a sudden we met and we were like yo we're homies now
exactly.
So that was a long. This is a long friendship that we've had over the course of our lives,
Yeah.
and so that started at a young age, and now at the age that we are at now, whenever you make friends, it takes a little bit more effort. You get to know the person a lot more than because I don't even remember like having deep conversations before we were friends, but like now after making friends with people, it's like, hey, you have to like put effort into doing that. But back then it was just kind of a thing that happened.
Yeah.
And so I expected like all friendships to be like, hey, what's up? We're friends now. But like I had to work to have the friends that I have
Mm-hmm.
recently, and it's not as easy as it used to be, and so I had to learn through that, and because of the past experience that I had with just kind of hitting it off right there, I expected that to be how it is, like how it's always going to be, but that's just not the case. Sometimes you have to learn to grow.
Yeah. Well,
You wanna do you have anything more to add, or you want to just move to another
I
topic?
think you said it well. I have. This is a little off topic, but I
Okay.
think that we should talk about a quick. This is okay. I think that we should talk about a childhood experience that we both experienced. Okay. So in the first grade,
Okay.
I I loved the show Clarence, and in the show Clarence, there was oh god, he had he made his own currency called Clarence dollars, and he would just give it out to people, and like people would buy stuff and crap. And I'm like, oh, okay, I should do that in my school. So I made coal dollars, you know,
Cold
coal
dollars.
dollars, and
Which turned into a whole empire. We had a whole place designated on the playground to, was it Coal Land?
I don't even remember. Maybe, but
It was like it was because I remember when this started like early, like this was what I don't remember what grade you said,
oh,
but
first
it was
first grade.
it
So
started in first grade.
when
We got
when
up to fifth grade. There was Coal Land.
when I first started coal dollars, I'm not gonna say his name. What should we call him?
Let's call him. Let's call him Tony. Say,
Tony.
let's go Tony.
We'll go Tony. Me and Tony, right? We're I'm like, Tony, I got this great idea. He's like, what's the idea? I'm like, let's make let's make dollars, and we'll do that. And he's like, that's a great idea. And we started
Great
producing
idea.
them, right? All right. That was first grade, right?
Yeah.
Second grade comes along.
Second grade.
Ooh, okay. Second grade. Wait, what happened in second grade? Okay, second grade, we had a different teacher. I don't think you were in that class, but you
I don't think so.
second grade came along, we got more people helping me. We got Tony, we got
Tony.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
I don't think you'll understand. Uh and we started, we made it where you buy art with coal dollars. Someone would draw stuff,
Yeah.
and you buy it and stuff. I would make like little comics
Yeah.
and crap, and I sell them for coal dollars and crap.
uh,
Then
real quick. Can you refresh my memory? Were you and Tony like both doing coal dollars, or were you both having your own currency?
okay, I'll get into that. All right.
Okay.
So second grade goes perfectly well.
Perfect.
Then third grade, Bodie's in this class, you know,
Yes, I am. Yes, I
and
am.
Tony's there, and Tony's like, "Hey, why don't we get the entire thing and I just make it my idea?" So he
Yeah.
goes off and makes his own currency called Gaming Tony Dollars.
Yep.
Gaming and then his name and then dollars.
Dollars.
And there's a huge, like, practically a war against.
This started a war.
It started a war.
We had Cole put up a poster of coal dollars, right? Telling people about, hey, get coal dollars and stuff.
Not really a poster. It was like a piece of paper.
It's a piece of paper that we like taped to the wall.
Exactly. Oh wait.
In our classroom.
Oh, I just thought of something. Okay, we'll keep going. I'll add on to this later.
And so we taped this to the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this started. We did not think this would start such a feud, but Tony was infuriated that we put coal dollars on the wall.
He was so mad.
And he was like, "That is false advertisement." And he's just like,
doesn't he rip it off?
We'll get to that. He's yelling at the teacher's like, "We need to take that down. That's false advertisement." And the teacher's just like, "I don't."
It's a piece of paper. I mean,
like she's like, "I don't care, dude." And then this Tony guy, he goes. And he goes over and he grabs it and he rips it off the wall and he rips it up and he throws it away and then we were just like, oh, this is an even bigger deal than we imagined.
It got serious, and
right.
Doesn't he like, we're in third grade? Doesn't he like swear at you?
Swear at me?
I'm pretty sure he like swore at you one time, and it was like a big deal. But anyway,
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. I was one of those kids that's like, oh, you just did something I can tell the teacher on, dude.
Exactly.
It's like, and he got in a little bit of trouble for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I guess we won. But it was not over.
In the middle of this, we're like, okay, I don't even know how this happened, but it ended up being like, okay, you know what? We're gonna vote on class president.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. And, I feel like a good little section of our class honestly didn't care at all. Yeah. So, like I was like going around with the paper. All the people that supported coal dollars voted for me, and then people that didn't care were like, oh, I'll just vote for the guy that has the most votes. So
yeah. and then there was also like nobody that was going for Tony, really.
Yeah, but we did that vote for like 2 times, and then the third time, Tony was like, hey, you can only do it for 2 times. That's how election works. I'm like, that's too bad. You're gonna vote for me anyway. It doesn't matter. So Tony betrayed me after a good career. Well, gaming Tony Dollars. So
and so this whole thing, whether even after the whole gaming Tony Dollars, this turned into like he ended up leaving the school as well.
He did?
Yeah, I think it was he left. He left after 7th grade.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So yeah, and so up until then, this rivalry. I don't know if you were a part of this, but I was on Cole's side like the whole time.
Yeah. And we didn't really know each other that much. Like
when most times that like they would have an argument, I would be the guy who's just like, yep. Like I'd be like, Cole, state your opinion, and then I'd be like, Tony, state your opinion, and then like he'd say like 2 words. I'd be like, hey, yeah, that's cool. And then so this made him mad, and so this rivalry lasted like the entire of before he left, and we had the most crazy arguments about the dumbest things.
I also got a point to make. So I think it was either 4th or 5th grade. It was behind us, kinda. I asked him about it. And I'm like, well, that happened. He's like, it was my idea to come up with coal dollars. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it was my idea. I'm like, no, it wasn't. I got it from a TV show. I got it from a Cartoon Network TV show. It was not your idea. And then he started telling one of his friends that it was me. I'm like, dude, it wasn't me. So he made his friend, I'm going to call Adrian, he told him that him and Adrian came up with it before, because they knew each other, I think, before Adrian came to the school. And
Yeah.
he said to Adrian that we're going to tell everybody that we came up with the idea before we even came to the school. And I was like,
Mhm.
so that happened.
Yeah.
I got plenty of stories. I still got a whole list of stuff I could talk about,
Yeah.
but I think we're kind of a little short on time.
Yeah. So are we gonna end with that topic?
I think that's a perfect place to end.
That's a good place to end. Just rehashing on the past, the
Hmm.
good times.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you everybody for joining us for this amazing podcast episode 1,
Episode
the Cereal
1.
Podcast, Cereal Box.
Studio Fox.
Well,
We
think
that.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I love you.